Just in case you didn't know, I have an online class happening in April for just 8,000 naira and $12. You can register from anywhere in the world. Make sure that you see the details on the flyer and register, or check our Instagram page at Glambyomoye. Thank you so much. Hi guys, Omoye here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad and so happy to have you all back here. Remember, I promised you videos back to back, and that's how it's going to be from now till the end of time. We're going to be creating this amazing look on our gorgeous model. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell and let's jump straight into the video. I'm going to be using my Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water to cleanse the skin. It's important to make sure that there are no dirt on the skin. Next up, I'm going to be hydrating the skin with my Badesque skincare spray, the one that has herbs, aloe vera and rose water. Look out for that one. Now we're going to, of course, dry it in. Do not forget, dry in every single process before you go to the next. Let's go into the Embryolise moisturizer. I'm just going to use this to moisturize my entire skin everywhere. The moisturizer can touch everywhere. Do not, restrict your application. Allow it to go everywhere, all around the skin. Next up, I'm also going to moisturize my under eye, especially with my MAC Prep and Prime. This product is a must-have, or you can use another one from Clinique. I'll definitely have it in another video, so you guys can choose which one you prefer, but I'm sure you can see the effects of this one on this model. Then I'm going to be using my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. This Hydro Grip Primer is important if you want a grip from the foundation to your skin. I'm just going to apply it everywhere else except the under eye. Then I'm going to be using a mattifying primer. I'm going to state this because people apply mattifying primers everywhere. I advise against such application. Only apply it on the oily areas, the nose, the eyebrows, the sides of the nose, the chin. These are the areas that the oil comes out from before it even spreads to the rest of the parts of the face. Now we're going to jump straight into foundation, and I'm going to be using my Loves, the Sylvimak foundation in 2 shades. All will be in the description box below. I'm going to apply it and then use my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Spray on the foundation. This is just going to help me melt the foundation so that it can give me a skin-like finish when I blend. And of course, I'll use my wonderful beauty blender from Merak Cosmetics. I'll be plugging you guys into products because I want you to use what I use and enjoy the awesomeness. And this also really helps your finished look. If you use the right products, you'll get the right results. Pat in lightly. Do not be hard-handed. You can see that her face is not even moving. That's because I am not hard-handed. And you can see that my selection is accurate. I select foundations without the use of colorimetry. In another video, I will be showing you guys how to do your foundation selection without the use of colorimetry if you know that you are still confused about the entire concept of it. Now I'm going to be using my airbrush spray from Charlotte Tilbury to lock in my foundation. Then I'm going to use another foundation from Sylvimak, which is about 2 shades darker than her skin tone, to do my low lighting or contouring, as I like to call it. And of course, I apply from underneath the cheekbones before blending upwards. I'll do the same thing on the other side. I also like to contour the 2 sides of my chin because I like to give my face that full sculpt, that chiseled look, then a little bit of contour to my forehead as well. I'll be using my blush in the shade Joy from Rare Beauty. That's Selena Gomez's beauty brand. I'm going to use it above the contour. Don't forget the blush is applied above the contour. So the sequence is contour, blush, and then highlighter. If you want to learn more, make sure you register for any of my classes. Better still, the online class, because you can register from anywhere in the world. I'll be using my concealer from Born This Way. This is the shade Golden. So I'm going to use it, to the places that I want to highlight on my skin. These are the high points of the skin that I want to, have a statement. So I'm going to blend it all over. Make sure you blend with a light hand. Don't be hard-handed so that you don't see patches. Although when you use the right concealers, you will not see patches. But if you're not so sure of the concealer you are using a very light-handed application will do it for you. Oh, I forgot to moisturize her lips, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go straight into another concealer. This is from Estée Lauder, just to further highlight these highlighted areas, so that it can be brighter. I really want to achieve a really bright highlighted look on today's model, so I'm going to go ahead and blend it out as well. But I will leave the concealer I applied on the under eye because I just want it to sit there and gain some coverage. Next up, I will go ahead and blend it out now, which is after I have done my nose contouring, before I set with my Merak Cosmetics setting powder in the shade Ginger. The technique that I use for setting that really helps me is that I use one layer per time. I'll also make a video specially for this because I notice a lot of people struggle with setting. You know, they feel like when the powder comes on, it begins to patch. I will use different setting powders and I will show you guys how to properly set. But if you use one layer, you're good to go. Watch out for that video. That video will be out very soon. Then I'm going to lift the under eye just to make sure that my powder gets through every line. For smile lines, this is what I do. I tell my model or my client to just blow their lips while I apply the powder there. Powder coverage helps to prevent smile lines from popping or dividing very quickly. Now I'm going to use 2 shades of Fenty powder that perfectly suit her skin to set around her entire face. When you are setting the whole face, make sure you use a powder that is the exact skin tone like I said before. Now I'll be using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powder in this shade Dark to do my low lighting. You can see that the skin is already looking so flawless. Everything is smooth. There are no harsh lines anywhere. So let's jump straight into blush. I'm going to be using my Dior Backstage pink blush. I like using this blush on light skinned people because I love the shade of pink and I love what it does on my clients or my model. I like how it makes my cheeks really rosy and really fresh. Of course, I'll be applying it above the contour. Just a little bit of it at the tip of my nose. Then I'll go ahead and bake with the same setting powder from Merak Cosmetics. When baking, I use also one layer of the powder, but I leave it on the surface. Don't worry guys, all these videos I'm promising to do for you, I will definitely do them. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow before brows. So I'm going to use my Benai eyeshadow base. Make sure that you blend your eyeshadow base properly. Then I'll use my Juvias Place palette in Nubia. I'm going to be taking that brown shade and just blending it, using it as my first transition color. Today I want to achieve a smoky dark brown look, so I'm going to be showing you guys how I do that on a daily basis if I'm ever going to do a smoky eye. So I'm going to also use another Juvias Place palette, the Wahala palette. I'll be taking a dark brown shade from there and I'll be blending it into my first brown shade, which I used as my transition color. And I'm still using the same fluffy brush I used before. Now I'm using another fluffy brush just to blend out the edges. Now from this Imani palette, I'll take this black shade. I'm just going to apply the black on the outer V area alone, then blend it properly because it must be properly blended. So I just wanted the outer V of my eye to have this dark look. Now after removing the band from the frontal, I'm going to go ahead and just blend out, you know, the powder and everything that was there before. Now I'm going to use my MAC lip pencil. The shade will be in the description box. I'm going to use it to line my lips. This is to make sure that my lips are, you know, full, because I love the overlined lip technique. I'll go slightly below the lip line on the bottom lip and slightly above the lip line for the upper, and I'll just blend it out. And I'll go ahead and use the Charm Ageless Lip Palette to apply that nude shade on in the middle and blend it into my lip liner. I wanted a soft sort of application for the lips since I already went all out for the eye and it already looks dark. Now I'm going to be using my lashes from WYNKKBEAUTY, my best lash brand. They are also WYNKKBEAUTY on Instagram. You can go ahead and check them out and shop all your amazing lashes. While the lashes are being prepped, I'll be doing my brows, and I'm using my browmatic by Dammel. You can get this product from Sylvimak Gallery. That's on Instagram. I think they're the owners of this product. You can go ahead and get it. Then I'll be using my toffee from HegaiandEsther to line, or rather to outline my eyebrows. When outlining my eyebrows, I just follow the hair. My video on eyebrows will be dropping next, so stay tuned. Voila! beautiful lashes. After that, I'll go back to my brows because I'm not done. I'm just using the same brow definer in Toffee just to fill in my brows and make sure that it has some depth in the end. Now this is the Kevyn Aucoin concealer in number 12. I'm going to be using it with my Tarte concealer in number 27 just to highlight the brows a little bit. As it is, we don't necessarily need to highlight the brows, but we're just going to highlight the bottom of the eyebrows alone. The good thing about doing your eyeshadow before brows is that you get to manage your products. To be honest, there is really no difference. You can do brows first, you can do eyeshadow first, whichever one you want. But when you do this, you don't use too much concealer because you're being careful that you've already done your eyeshadow. So it really helps you to manage your products. After this, I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into my finishing process. I'm going to finish up the skin. I'm going to use my Inglot gel liner to line the bottom of her eye. So I'm not going to smoke it out. I'm just going to use this Inglot gel liner. Then I'm going to use my Born This Way concealer in the shade Golden to lift the eyes. I like to do this eye lift, especially when I'm done with my eyeshadow, so I can successfully lift it from the outer V and just lift it all the way into the hairline. Now I'm going to use my Chanel glow stick to apply glow to the high points of the face. Well, I'll only be applying it to the forehead and cheekbones so that it can just have this glow. That's the hairstylist right there finishing up. Her handle is LSH Beauty Hub on Instagram. She's an amazing hairstylist because look at that hairline. So now let's jump straight into highlighter application. I used Fenty in Cognac Candy and How Many Carats. Then my airbrush spray just to finish up this and lock in my entire makeup. You can see how careful I was. Now I'm going to use my Beauty Line by Didi marker just to make sure I line the top of the eye and it is giving me that neat look. And that's it. This is even before we use the mascara or gloss. This look is gorgeous, except if you want to lie. So now I'm going to use my Wink Beauty mascara just to go over the bottom lashes, and I'll use my Beauty Line by Didi gloss in the shade Claro. Beauty Line by Didi, you did a thing with your glosses. I love them so much. I'm just going to use it to gloss the lip, and voila, that is the end of this beautiful look. I hope you love it as much as I do. I mean, look at that hairline. This is amazing. Look at how we maintained her skin tone. She isn't looking lighter than she normally is. You know, everything is in the right proportion. Thank you so much for sticking through. All the videos I promised to make, I will make them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video with your friends and your family. I hope you loved it as much as I do love it, and I will definitely be seeing you guys in my next video. Thank you so much, and just enjoy this gorgeousness. Bye guys.